down to the hay.
All right, how we feeling, everybody? All right, it is my pleasure to introduce our next speaker from the organization Pal Auda, who has been at the forefront of confronting Zionism here in New York City and an amazing partner to the Palestinian youth movement. My pleasure to bring Bill up on the stage. Let's make some noise for Bill.
We love you!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Today, November 29th, is the International Day of Solidarity with the people of Palestine. It marks that infamous day in 1947, this very date, when the Truman administration, against the will of the Palestinian people, used threats and bribes to ram the partition of Palestine through the United Nations. Within weeks of that resolution, U.S.-funded Zionist gangs began a campaign of terror, force, and massacre to drive the Palestinian people from their homes. Hundreds of villages were wiped off the map, tens of thousands were massacred, and hundreds of thousands were forced into refugee camps, like the Gaza Strip. Last week, on November 17th, after 2 years of U.S.-funded genocide, the Trump regime, in violation of the UN Charter and international law, rammed a new partition plan, the partition of Gaza itself, through the UN Security Council. This shameful vote made Donald Trump, the mass murderer Donald Trump, the colonial governor of Gaza, like King Leopold ruled over the Congo. Most of Gaza's surviving 2 million people are to be imprisoned on 40% of their destroyed land, denied food, baby formula, medicine, living in tents, exposed to the wind and rain. And the very next day after this shameful vote, Israel's U.S.-made F-16s and F-35s launched U.S.-made Hellfire missiles into those very tents. Entire families, and they've been doing it every day since the so-called ceasefire. And not only in Gaza, they are bombing Lebanon every day, and on the West Bank every day. Settlers from the United States, protected by the U.S.-funded Zionist army, are murdering people and driving them from seizing their homes. As the bombs and missiles were falling on Gaza the day after that shameful vote, Prince Mohammed bin Salman of Saudi Arabia came trotting to the White House with $1 billion worth of tribute. This is the extent of the international conspiracy against the Palestinian people by U.S. imperialism, Zionism, and the criminal, traitorous Arab regimes in Saudi Arabia, Qatar, the UAE, and others who are all directly invested and profiting off the genocide. We are facing a global war of the oppressor against the oppressed, from Gaza to Venezuela to Canal Street, where right now ICE agents are again kidnapping hardworking people. These ICE parasites living off our tax dollars are kidnapping hardworking immigrants off the streets of New York. And wherever ICE appears, we have to show up and confront them. The inaction, the treason, the collaboration and inaction of governments around the world shows one thing above all: it is up to us, the people of the world, to stop the genocide, to stop the war, and especially here in the United States, where all the arms and money come from. I want to raise three actions, three things we have to do. We have to fight for an arms embargo to stop the flow of arms and money, without which Zionist genocide in Palestine, the death from our communities that's paying for that genocide, without that money, it would not be possible. 2, nothing shows the cynicism of the Zionist project more than the fact that while the Palestinian people are being murdered and starved for the so-called crime of living on their own land, greedy real estate developers are selling Palestinian land right here in the United States. Right here in New York City. Our organization, Palauda, has taken on the task of shutting down these sales. We want to come out every time there's a land sale, every time there's a settler recruitment event like there was last week on the east side, where our protest shook the power structure in the city, and we're being targeted with so many lies about that. This coming Tuesday, another evening in Manhattan, another land sale is being planned. We don't know the place yet. We ask you to follow us on Instagram, Palauda, and be ready to respond when we know where that's going to be, because we will be there. And 3, we must continue to fight for Unite for Peace, to get the independent countries of the world in the General Assembly to go around, to exercise their right, to go around the Security Council and impose sanctions, an arms embargo, and prepare a protective force to protect the people of Gaza, not this genocidal scheme, Trump scheme that is bound to fail. And number 4, we got to stop ICE.
That's right.
We got to stop the war in Venezuela. One struggle, one fight. Stop the land sale, stop the crimes. Settlers out of Palestine. Stop the land sale, stop the crimes. Settlers out of Palestine. Not another nickel, not another dime. Not another nickel, not another dime. No more money for Israel's crime.
Let's make some noise for Mel and Palauda! Justice is our demand! No peace on stolen land! Justice is our demand! No peace on stolen land! Resistance is justified! When people are occupied! Resistance is justified! When people are colonized! Sanctions embargo! Stop shipping Zionist cargo! Sanctions embargo! Stop shipping Zionist cargo! Gaza, you will rise!
Gaza, you will rise!
Palestine will never die!
Palestine will never die!
Gaza, you will rise!
Gaza, you will rise!
Palestine will never die!
Palestine will never die!
Thank you, comrades! Comrades, we are in an era where the official international system is failing so miserably. It's a system that is completely incapable and complicit in restraining Trump's attacks on Venezuela and Palestine. And in such an era, it is incumbent on us to take on the role of educating, activating, and mobilizing working people in New York City in support of these national liberation fronts, and nowhere does as good a job of that as the People's Forum. Can we make some noise for the People's Forum? Comrades, it is my pleasure to announce our last speaker, Manolo de los Santos of the People's Forum. But before he gets up here, I want you to make as much noise as you possibly can. Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine!
My brothers and sisters, my comrades, 2 years later, and we are still here fighting alongside the Palestinian people. Just because the New York Times doesn't want to cover the genocide, just because CNN refuses to cover genocide, doesn't mean we stop fighting against genocide. We've been sold the false promise of a ceasefire, but we know the truth of what takes place every day, not just in Gaza, but across all of occupied Palestine. Every day we hear the tragic news of how our family, how our sisters and brothers, how the people across occupied Palestine are removed from their land, are killed for defending their land, are displaced from their land. Just in the last few days, we've seen, for example, massive raids across the West Bank that have intended to displace people from their land. We've seen images that have circulated among us, but the world needs to know. We need to break this truth to the larger community of people. We saw how innocent young Palestinians were being detained. And instead of being actually detained, they were killed in cold blood by the so-called Israeli offensive forces. But that is not an isolated incident. That is something that takes place with regularity across the occupied territories of Palestine. I'm here to remind you, but to remind all of us listening to around the world, that we were never a movement for a ceasefire. We are, and we will always be a movement for the liberation of Palestine. We don't care whether it's cold or whether it's hot. We don't care whether it snows or it rains. We don't care what Trump says or doesn't say. We don't care what the Israelis promise or don't promise. We have a commitment to the Palestinian people. We have a commitment to fight them everywhere. We have a commitment to stand for truth and for justice now. And I stand here at the feet of this genocidal statue. A clear reminder
Columbus
of
Circle,
how
New
this
York
country
City.
Not just funds genocide,
November 29,
but celebrates
2025.
it every day. What type of country celebrates the genocide of its indigenous people? It's the type of country that funds and sponsors genocides around the world. Now that same genocidal regime in Washington that has funded war crimes against the Palestinian people, that has committed war crimes against the people of Iraq, of Lebanon, of Iran and Syria. The country that has led genocidal blockades that have starved millions of people around the world is now pushing us to another war. I'm not carrying this flag by mistake. This is the flag of the Venezuelan people. The Venezuelan people have committed the crime that under their feet stands the world's largest proven reserves of oil. For this crime, Trump and his army of criminals in Washington have threatened war against them. For weeks, we have seen how the genocidal regime in Washington has committed extrajudicial killings in the Caribbean and in the Pacific. Over 80 people have been killed illegally, extrajudicially in open international waters. Trump says he's against narco-trafficking, but guess what? The country that most engages with narco-trafficking, with the drug trade, the country that most consumes drugs is not Venezuela. It's the United States. And as we've seen in the last few days, the list of threats against Venezuela grows by the hour. Now, Trump is openly and directly threatening the Venezuelan people with bombing them on their sovereign territory any hour now. Will you accept another war? Will you accept the bombing of our people in Venezuela? Will you accept the lies that Trump sells to sell war in Venezuela? So if you stand with Gaza, you have to stand with Venezuela.
That's right.
If you stand for peace, if you stand against genocide, you have to stand with the people of Venezuela. I want to know, as we're getting ready to march now, if you're going to be ready to march for Venezuela when the time comes. We don't want to see our brothers and sisters in Venezuela killed for another war for profit.
That's right.
The lives of the Venezuelan people are worth more than just oil and minerals. So I want to know again, are you ready to stand with the Venezuelan people? Are you ready to say, hands off Venezuela? Hands off Venezuela! Hands off Venezuela!
Hands off Venezuela!
Hands off Venezuela!
Hands off Venezuela!
No war on Venezuela!
No more Venezuela!
No war on Venezuela!
Venezuela!
And in this spirit of solidarity with the Palestinian people, which is to say, solidarity with all the oppressed people of the planet, we are ready to march? Are you ready to march?
Yes!
Are you ready to march?
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine!
Free Palestine! Free Palestine! There is only one
March
solution.
of the righteous!
Intifada
The
revolution.
righteous!
There is only one solution. Intifada revolution. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. From the river to the sea.
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free.
Fuck you!
From the sea.
Fuck you!
From the sea to the
Palestine will live forever!
You got this shit on your business.
Palestine!
Free Palestine! The people united can never be defeated.
The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. 1, 2, 3.
That was a pro-Israeli, very sick man, a very sick man, uneducated, uninformed, unread. That's why Trump got in. We got a lot of stupid people. That's why he got elected.
Free, free, free Palestine!
From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free!
From the sea to the river.
From the sea to the river!
Palestine will live forever.
Palestine will live forever!
Palestine will live forever.
Palestine will live forever!
Zionism will fall.
Zionism will fall!
Brick by brick, wall by wall.
Brick by brick, wall by wall!
Imperialism will fall.
Imperialism will fall!
So free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine!
Free Palestine.
Free, free, free Palestine!